Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody had a super holiday and everybody stayed safe and healthy. Got to see their loved ones. And they're all about taking advantage of this Christmas rally. So it should be a light volume market. And historically, on light volume, markets float up. So we could argue the Christmas rally. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm not looking at it. Thought I was looking at the futures, but I was looking at the close last week. So last I looked, futures were mixed. The Dow was down a little bit. I'm waiting for that to come up, and the um, the S&P was up a little bit. Down, 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 down. So before we get started, do me a favor: subscribe and hit the bell. Hit the bell because you'll know when I'm up, and hit the like because that goes a long way for me with YouTube and getting my name out there. And if you want, make a comment, man. Good comments, bad comments, I'll take them all. Oh, look at that! Everything got in order. So we're up about 9 points. We could argue that it's flat with a bullish bias. So away we go. Oh, what's that? Um, And they're really looking for something. They were put, there's the Omicron again. Omicron hits airlines, cruise, U.S. futures point to mix. Holiday sales are up 8.5%. Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty cool. China's making more rules. Fourth COVID vaccine dose in Israel. Um, so anyway, I'm not going to start spewing my stuff about COVID vaccines. I'm vaccinated. I don't think I'm going to take the booster. I mean, if you understand memory cells and T cells, then it really not logical that that I boost. I mean, if I want my system tweaked right now because I don't want any symptoms whatsoever, then I'll do that. If I can handle a little bit of a cold, let my body do what it's got to do, then I'm not going to take those boosters. All right, really nothing on the front this week. Too pressing. Home prices are going to be interesting. I think everybody's going to start looking at that. Stocks, oil supplies. Um, Wednesday is gas. Jobless claims and initial jobless claims. They're going to be watching that. Continuous jobless claims. Um, I mean, we're at like all-time lows. If we continue down, it's just going to reinforce the idea that the Fed's going to be aggressive with the interest rates. If we slow down, or the initial claims pick up, then it's another factor that may slow the Feds down a little bit. As it stands, I think that people are starting to lose confidence in the fact that they're going to raise in March. So we have to keep our eye open for that. So that's about it. Next week, we get Joel's report and we get some good news. ADP report. We're going to have non-farm payroll, I guess. Yeah, there's non-farm. So the following week is going to be a good week. So keep your eyes open for that information. So let's just take a look at what we got, what we're heading into the day. We look right at the daily on the S&P, and it's just a good strong bar. You got little tiny gaps down in there that we could go back and fill. I don't know if we're going to see that one. I mean, although that little tail kind of filled it. So let's just see if we could shrink this down a little bit. You can see I had been tracking this trend line right here. We popped through that trend line and traded back. Normally, when I'm trading, I don't like to see that. I like to see us break a trend line and then continue going. So we broke the trend line, actually tagged this high and then pulled back and created that as support. When I look at the momentum, she looks pretty damn good. It looks as though if we just take these highs, this was a divergence right here, but we got this trend line, and we're just tagging that trend right there. So if today's an update, it's going to break through that. An update should put us through this 743, and then will look like we'll continue moving. I'm kind of leery about January to see what happens. I mean, I'd like to see us make a higher high and then come back and make a higher low and begin that uptrend. Well, actually, you know, right now we could call that a higher low, and we did break to a higher high. But I just want to see it peak and continue the trend one time, just to confirm for me that this is all happening. It looks like that trend line, that blue one, moved. Get rid of that bad boy. There you go. So we can get rid of this. This was just kind of a consolidation line back there. I mean, we're above the 8. We're above the 20. The 8 is above the 20, which is kind of bullish. Just can't argue that bullish factor. Take a quick look, see what the weekly was doing. Dink, dink, dink. The weekly needs to get going a little bit. There's still a divergence. So you have a high right here and right here, and then you have a high right up here and right here, which is lower. That creates the divergence over here. You have this high pushing up, and this is like an equal high. So it's not a very strong move as yet. But if we break up and continue going, it's going to roll this baby around. And this is going to be a higher low area right here. And we break through this trend line I have, and it'll just reinforce the positive. Let's see how the month is going to close out. Nice strong bar. Momentum is positive. I'd have to say I'm neutral to bullish on the S&P overall. And I'll probably turn bullish once it breaks right through. Break on through. Take a quick look at the 10-year. Think. Yeah, 10 years doing the same thing. We're at we have an upward trend. Well, actually, we have a trend reversal because we have a higher low right here, and we're making higher highs. So we need to break this high right here. We need to break the high of 1537, and we can be bullish on interest rates. So the time for picking away at cheap stuff has ended. It's back into trade mode. You know, you could have made your investments in December. I still like TBT. I think the opportunity is still there. I still like the Palladium ETF, Aberdeen PPLT. I think your opportunity is still there. Let's look at Costco. Yeah, your opportunity is still there in Costco. I mean, it was better at the beginning of December, but I think you're going to do well on Costco. I still like Honeywell. See if the opportunity is still there. Oh, yeah, you could still get into Honeywell. The banks are giving you plenty of time. Actually, you know what? I mean, the time for getting a dirt cheap might have passed, but still good opportunity to jump into these equities. I mean, you have easy 2 points on a $40 stock. It's 5%. I bet you see that in a month or so, and then it starts the remainder of its move. So, all right. Hey, what more could I say, man? The market looks good. So, listen, again, subscribe and hit the bell. Hit the like. It goes a long way. If you want me to look something up, I'll just throw it in the comments, man. You put it in the comments. I will do a video on your equity or your question. So, Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who want to know. You're helping people out, you're giving out some good new ideas. We take a look at stuff, gives me some content. So, lots of positive karma in that concept. So anyway, everybody mellow out. When you're trading, remember you got to be calm and cool. I already did my meditation, so I am at peace. So everybody, good luck trading.